ICSE Maths Class 8, Exercise 15, Question number 22. You see here, find the mean proportional between each of the following, 8 and 32. The mean proportional will be equal to the product of these two square root, means the square root of 8 into 32, that will be equal to 16. Now come to the B part, that is 12 and 192. The mean proportional will be the square root of 12 into 192. It will be equal to, that can be split it in this way, 12 into 16, and now take the square root. It will be 12 into 4, that is 48. Now come to the C part, that is 218. Mean proportional will be the product of the square root of the product of these two, that is the square root of 100 into 2 into 2 into 9. It will be equal to 10 into 2 into 3, that is 60. Now come to the D part, that is 0.3 and 2.7. So the mean proportional will be, in place of 3.3, I have written 3 by 10. 2.7 has been written in this way, 3 into 9 divided by 10. Now it will be equal to, take the square root, there are how many 3's? 2, so we take the 3, and the square root of 9, that is 3, and there are 10, so we take that is the square root of 100, that is 10. So 3 into 3 divided by 10, so it will be equal to, see, we will take the square root first of all, 3 into 3, that is 9. 9 divided by 10, that will be equal to 0.9. This will be the required answer. Now come to the question number 23. Find the third proportional in each of the following. So 16 into 24, 16 and 24. So it will be written like this. 16 is to 24 and 24 is to x. Because we have to find the third proportional. So x will be equal to the product of the 24 and 24 whole divided by the 16. It will be equal to 36. Now come to the B part, that is 0.8 and 1.6. So here again 0.8 is to 1.6, same ratio, 1.6 is to x. So the x will be equal to 3.2. Now come to the C part, that is 16 and 8. It will be equal to 16.8, 16 is to 8, same ratio, 8 is to 6. So x will be equal to the product of the middle terms, that is 8 into 8 whole divided by 16, it is equal to 4. Now come to the D part, that is 0.3 and 2.7. It will be equal to 0.3 is to 2.7, same ratio, 2 is to 7, 2.7 to x. So x will be equal to the product of middle term, that is 2.7 into 2.7 whole divided by 0.3. It will be equal to 24.3. Now come to the question number 24. The question number 24 states that you see, what will be the cost of 30 meters of material if 8 meter cost rupees 240. So here two items has been given, that is cost and material. So you see, first of all, the which is unknown, that will be written on the fourth term, at the fourth term, and third term will be taken of the same group, means the cost is 240, we have to determine the cost, so the 240 will be written on the place of third term as a third term. Now we have to decide 8 and 30, that is the length of the material, that is 8 and 30, which will be written on the second place and first place. So first of all, we find out, you see, as per the statement given, that 8 meter cost 240, means the 8 meter cost 240. So what will be the cost of 30? It will be more. For more, we have to see that which one is greater. 8 is greater or 30 is greater? Because we have got the answer that is more. Because 8 meter cost 240, so what will be the cost of 30 meters? So from this statement only we can get the more. More means we have to choose the greater one. So greater one is, that is 30. 30 will be written on the second term and first term will be 8. Now solve it. The extreme terms, the product of the extreme terms and product of the middle terms will be equal. So x will be equal to 30 into 240 divided by 8. It will be equal to rupees 900. This will be the exact answer of this. Now come to the question number 25. Question number 25 states that Mohan buys 12 oranges for rupees 30. How many oranges can he buy for rupees 45? Means we have to tell the number of oranges. So you see the number of oranges is, that is 12. Rupees 30 and 45. So we will think that about which is to be determined, means the number of oranges. So let it be the x, and that x will be written on the fourth term as a fourth term here. You see, on the fourth term I have written x, and it will be in the number of oranges. So number of oranges is already given, that is 18. 18 will be written at this place. So 8 oranges, you see, $12 oranges cost how much? $12 oranges cost is 30 rupees. Means in 30 rupees you can buy 12 oranges. So in 45 rupees, how many oranges you can buy? Less or more? We have to take only, we have to determine the answer in less or more. In 30 rupees, we can buy 12 oranges. So in 45 rupees, how many oranges you can buy, more or less? So we can buy more, because in 30 rupees you can get 12. So while you are investing rupees 45, you will get more. Once you have got the more, it means which is greater. Which is greater? The greater is 45. So that is why in place of more, we have to write greater term. That is, the second term will be 45. And the remaining will be written on the first. So 30 is to 45, same ratio, 12 is to x. So here x will be the product of the middle term, that is 45 to 12, whole divided by 30. It will be equal to 18. Means we can buy 18 oranges out of 45 rupees. This will be the answer. Now come to the question number 26. Question number 26. You see, the 18 people can do a piece of work in 24 days. How many people will be required to complete the work in 8 days? So we have to tell the number of people. Number of people, you see, the 24 in 24 days. 24 days, how many people are required? 18. 24 के लिए 18 है. 24 people can finish the work in 18 days. If you want to finish the work in 8 days, how many people will be required? So only we have to determine the less or more. Means there will be need of more persons because the days are less. Days are less because you have to complete the work in 8 days. Earlier it was 24 days. For 24 days, in order to complete the work in 24, there was a requirement of 18 people. Now the same work has to be completed in 8 days, means we need more people. So which one is greater, 8 or 24? So if it is more, the greater number will be written on the second place. If it will be less, at that time you have to write the lesser number. So here it is more, that is why I have written 24 in the second place, second term, and on the first term I have written 8. Now we take the product of the middle terms and extreme terms. Extreme term, that is x, will be equal to 24 into 18 the whole divided by 8, it will be equal to 54 people. Now come to the question number 27. Now the question number 27 states that you see, a fort has food items for 600 people for 150 days. For how many days will it be sufficient for 300 people? अब देखिए 600 people के लिए वो 150 days के लिए राशन रखा हुआ है. 300 people केवल रहे, वहाँ से मान लीजिए 600 की जगह पर 300 people. सेम राशन कितने दिन के लिए चलेगा, कितने पर्सन्स के लिए चलेगा? तो उसी तरह से बोला हाउ मेनी डेज विल इट बी सफिशेंट फॉर 300 पीपल. मीन्स 300 पीपल के लिए हमें वर्कआउट करना है. 600 दिया हुआ है, ये पीपल है, ये भी पीपल है, डेज है. वी हैव टू डिटरमिन द डेज. आंसर जो दैट विल बी डिटरमिन्ड इन द दैट विल बी द नंबर ऑफ डेज. सो वी राइट डाउन द एक्स, लेट इट बी द एक्स. अब 300 और 600 के लिए 150 डेज चलता है. 600 आदमी रहते हैं जो, तो उसको 150 डेज में कंज्यूम करते हैं. 300 रहेंगे तो 150 से ज़्यादा होगा या अधिक, अधिक होगा या लेस, कम होगा? देखो पहले 600 आदमी उसी राशन को 150 डेज में खाते हैं. अब तो आदमी कितने कम हो गए हैं, तो वो राशन ज़्यादा दिन चलेगा. अधिक के लिए हम देखेंगे विच इज ग्रेटर नाउ. फॉर मोर के लिए वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द ग्रेटर नंबर. So we have got 600 greater. So the greater will be written on the second place and the remaining one will be written on the first. So 300 is to 600, same ratio, 150 is to x. So now it will be taking the formula of the product of the middle terms and product of the extreme terms, that is x will be equal to 600 into 150 whole divided by 300, it will be equal to 300 days. You have to just make a statement in your mind that if 600 people consume the given ration in 150 days, so how many days will it be consumed by 300 people? 300 people will consume more days. So the greater one will be written on the second place and the remaining one will be written on the first place. That's all. Now come to the question number 28. This is the question number 28 state that a fort has food items for 6 people for 42 days. How many people will consume the food items in 6 days? अब देखिए 42 days है. 42 days का राशन रखा हो कितने पीपल के लिए? 6 people के लिए. So how many people will consume the items, food items? So unknown is written on the second fourth place, और same kind same group का 6 है, that will be written as a 6 here. अब 6 people 42 days का करता. देखिए 6 people जो है 42 days के लिए, और हमारे को खत्म करना है, सॉरी 42 days 6 people consume it in 42 days. 6 people consume it 42 days. अब 6 days में ही कंज्यूम करना है तो कितने मेन की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी, कितने पीपल की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी? अब देखिए अभी हमारे को ये डिटरमिन करना है. अब यहाँ पर पहले था 6 people. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अननोन विल रिटन x. अब x पीपल में आएगा, सो द सेकंड थर्ड प्लेस विल बी रिटन ऑफ द सेम ग्रुप, दैट इज 6 people. Now we have to decide the 42 and 6. 42 days है और 6 है, तो दिया हुआ इट इज ऑलरेडी गिवन दैट 6 पीपल के लिए 42 डेज है, 6 पीपल के लिए 42 डेज है। 6, ये देखिए 6 पीपल है, ये 6 पीपल के लिए 42 डेज है। अब 6 डेज के लिए राशन कंज्यूम करना तो हमारे को मोर पीपल चाहिए। 6 डेज में डेज लेस हो गया, उसको कंज्यूम करने के लिए अधिक पीपल की नंबर चाहिए हमारे को। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट यू डू दैट यू जस्ट राइट डाउन द ग्रेटर नंबर बिकॉज इट विल बी मोर। जो राशन हमारे को 42 डेज में ख़त्म हो रहा था किसके, 6 पीपल के द्वारा, तो हमारे को 6 डेज में ही ख़त्म करना है अब, तो हमें मोर पीपल की रिक्वायरमेंट होगा। तो मोर के लिए ग्रेटर नंबर, अब हम देखेंगे 6 और 42 में विच इज ग्रेटर, 42 इज ग्रेटर, सो राइट डाउन द ग्रेटर नंबर एट सेकेंड प्लेस एंड द रिमेनिंग on the first place. So 42 will be written on the second place. So 42, now the 6 is to 42, same ratio 6 is to x. So the x will be equal to 42 into 6 whole divided by 6, it will be equal to 42 people. That's all.